Let me ask you this, man. Do you see yourself in the future in Hollywood, executive producing films on some level, or associate producing, or producing on any level? I don't know. Like I just, you're just so well rounded, Wayne, and people seem to really know that you have their best interest with their projects at heart.
I could definitely see myself in that EP world. I mean, just because of the contacts that I got, and that the social producer, executive producer, let's be honest, it don't really mean shit. It just mean I found the prize. Hey, Jimmy, fucking, you gave me this great idea. I'm gonna take it over here to the studio, but I'm gonna stay attached as a fucking producer because I've been one that bought y'all this shit. So, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, I definitely want to do that. But like I said, I know a shitload of people. People bring me projects all the time, so I would definitely stay within that realm. I wouldn't want to be a producer to the point where I'm responsible for putting this puzzle together. From talking to this person, going back to the studio, and talking to these. I don't want that. That's too much.
Okay,
that's too much.
But you're definitely a guy that doesn't want to do a lot of meetings, and you definitely don't want to be in a meeting where people are being redundant, saying the same shit over.
Since I started doing the brand partnership shit, I've been having to do a lot more meetings. I've been taking a lot more meetings with these, different companies and shit, and it's tough, man. Because like you said, it's like, hey, man, we meet. You know who this nigga is. You want to do business or not? But these brands, they just want to meet, and they want to, hey, let's go out for a drink and let's talk some more. And these motherfuckers really, I mean, I get it. They want to build a relationship with the motherfucker that they're going to invest millions into. But it's just like, once again, it just goes back to, hey, man, do I really want this check? Or do I want to be the fucking nigga? And like, man, fuck that. I ain't got time for that shit.
Why do you?
I'm gonna take these motherfucking meetings and get that check.
Do you think that the growth and that aspect of your professionalism with just your brand as a businessman himself, did you ever think that you would become this way? As far as wanting to take the meetings and to sit through them and to really gather this information and deal with the shenanigans. Because, Wayne, make no mistakes about it, bro. Never, from no point in time since we've met, have you ever been a bullshit artist kind of guy. You're straight to the point. You don't want to do the same shit over and over and over. Like, even when we do business on the side, it's, you tell me one time, this is what it is. And when I error, you're like, well, Jim, this is what it is over here. This is where you messed up at.
Right.
But you don't like to do these things. You like to be concise, one-shot deal. And then we know what it is, and let's keep it moving.
Yeah, but I also know it's all a game. It's that but Hollywood shit, you have to do that. You have to take those fucking meetings. You have to be repetitive. Like, there's no way around that shit. So you can, if you want to be in that realm, which I am at this point, like I said, it's you know what you got to do. Like, there's big meetings. There's a lot of money out there with these brands. So you got to do what you got to do.
That's a fact. You always, you travel a lot, even when you're not with Kevin. Just handling. I remember there's a couple of times you was here doing something with some brand. I don't even want to give them no light, really.
Not at all.
And they fucked that package up. They're lost. But, people always pitching ideas to you. How do you know when it's the right one?
That's tough to, you just got to sift through it, and if you've heard a bunch of pitches before, you can kind of smell bullshit. And if somebody pitches me something, one, I know Kev, so I know what fits his brand. Mm-hmm. So a motherfucker can't come to me right now and, try to sell me some bullshit that I know doesn't make sense for Kev's brand. Mm-hmm. It don't, if Kev can't say, hey, I'm doing just like with the Tommy John, that's underwear, that's normal. Like, it's with Nike, that's, I'm in the gym working out. So all that shit goes with his day to day. So if it doesn't make sense with that and it looks forced, then it's a waste of time. So I've gotten plenty of shit like that. Like, yeah, Kev ain't gonna promote that shit.
Facts.
And you get rid of that shit. But if it's something that you do think that he may, want to promote and that makes sense, and y'all start talking dollars, I had I'm not gonna say her name. It was a brand. It was alcohol. They want to be a sponsor for the tour. So we're talking. Mind you, this tour, we did it 130 dates across the world, worldwide, 130 dates. Probably was more than that. I'm just going to say 130.
Get the fuck out
so
of here.
We do it, and you've been to the VIP lounge within the shit.
I love the VIP lounge.
we got digital signage. We got a bunch of different signage that we can brand.
Food.
We could put any brand of liquor or whatever, or any sponsorship. We can make that lounge look like your lounge.
Facts.
So talking to this brand, and we send them out a proposal, say, hey, this is what it could look like. This is blah, blah, blah. This is what we need. They're like, all right, cool. I'm going to get back to you. So they send me a proposal. They offered me $50,000. I said, I had to read that email twice. So you want to give $50,000. I don't even know what that divide up to. Over 130 shit.
I was about to say $2.
I said, what the fuck are we supposed to do with that? Like, the amount of exposure that it brings to your brand, it's not worth it. Fucking, he can get that for a tweet.
Facts.
Why would I do that for 130 dates? So certain shit, motherfuckers, they want to be in that business, they want to be, but they don't realize that shit comes with a cost. So it's just, you just got to weed through it, and you're going to have 10 pointless conversations before you get to that motherfucking one that's really a fucking a moneymaker. That's really a hitter.
Wow. So you already know that. That's crazy that you have that information, that you're going into this knowing that you're about to have the bullshit conversation 9 to 10 times before you find the right one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my God. Like, I'm still, like, I'm getting behind the scenes. I'm still learning. I definitely, I watch you. Mm-hmm. I like when you invite me out on dates, on tours and stuff like that, and I can shadow you and watch how you're moving and stuff like that.
Just say tour dates. Don't say dates and tours. That shit sound a little tricky.
All right, tour.
I didn't invite y'all no dates, Jiggy. Let's just fucking rewind and hopefully somebody can fix
Gomez, man.
All right, I just want to be clear because that shit just whatever. Just keep going. Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
You put a lot of belief behind the Plastic Cup Boyz. I'm a big fan of theirs. Because they really, really worked hard. People think that this was a given to them, just because they were friends of Kevin's. Mm-hmm. They think that this was a given. Can you please explain to them, the people that are listening, that they work hard every year to stay in position?
Absolutely. I mean, you got, your circle is your circle for a reason. If y'all don't all have the same mentality and that same attitude that we're going to win together, then the shit don't work. If, Spank or Naeem or Joey just choose to not do shit but, sit around and wait for Kev to tour, then it wouldn't make sense on that end. Joey got a bunch of shows going on. Naeem is acting in a bunch of shows. Spank is, now just getting into that acting world. Spank has a show that he's been pitching out to network. So it's just, when the tour stops, the money doesn't stop.
Facts.
So, you have to find ways to stay relevant and keep your shit moving. Because, we take two-year breaks between these tours. So it's a long time not to know where your motherfucking check coming from.
Oh. And that's a scary thing right there. But they definitely put them, but they put themselves in that position to be great, and they answer the call every time. What was it about them that made you really get behind them? That say, you know what? I believe in them enough to produce their fucking special. Like, I believe in them enough to put my name, to stamp my name on it.
Well, to be honest with you, it wasn't even me believing in them, because at that time, I didn't have nothing to say, hey, I'm going to produce y'all shit. This is why y'all need to fuck with me. This was somebody else was in talks to do it, but the talks wasn't going right. So this is me like, you know what? Fuck it, Kev. I'm gonna take the reins on this. Let me see if I can fucking quarterback this and get this shit to where it's supposed to be. So them niggas could have easily been like, hey man, fuck that. Go get somebody to know what the fuck they doing. So it was both sides. Like, you know, we talked about it. You know, I did the background on that, and that's why I say I would never want to be a regular producer, because with that one, I actually talked to everybody involved in that shit. So, you know, that was and it came out cool. So it wasn't me just believing in them. It was all around. It was, hey man, we gonna take this risk together as a unit.
Why do you think it's imperative right now that Hartbeat Productions is taking the stance in Hollywood that they have taken as continuously bringing #1 hits every time they drop? Do you feel like it's a pressure thing, or it's a thing that is necessary to keep the flame going over there? Or do you just think it's just something that you guys just truly enjoy doing? It's no thought process in it. It just happens organically.
It starts from the top. Fucking Kev is a fucking maniac. He's a perfectionist. So he's not going to get to a certain level and he's like, okay, I'm here. Yeah, I can do this little bullshit over here. Like it's been plenty of times motherfuckers like, yo man, got this script for Cat. I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna fucking call him with that bullshit. Like, no, why would he do a movie with? And I'm not even like, it was. I said, fuck it, like, yes. Nigga, it was.
Yes,
it was
you
fucking,
say it on the show.
It was fucking Uncle Drew. So I'm like, yo, Cat's not doing no fucking movie. Uncle Drew. He's past that in his life. That doesn't make sense.
That's the soul plate of fucking basketball films.
Like, no, we're not doing no fucking Uncle Drew. But at the time, you know, this is right when we did the deal with Mountain Dew and Kickstarter. So, you know, that was their movie. So they're like, yo, you know, aside from this, what's going on with this? We heard you guys were in talks. Yeah, we ain't got time. We can't figure it out. They ain't gonna work with the schedule. I'm not gonna fucking Uncle Drew.